Hey guys, I'm Natalie. Welcome to today's workout. Today is going to be all low impact, but I promise still high intensity. We'll be doing planks in rounds 2 and 4, so you can use a floor mat unless yours is occupied like mine is with Billy and Murphy who are joining us today. Let's get started with our 2-minute warm-up. Feet a hip distance apart. Draw the knees up towards the midsection, just up towards your hips. Let's do 3 big arm circles for 1, 2, 3. 3 shoulder rolls, 1, 2, 3, keeping the shoulders back and down the whole time we're working out. Pull yourself up through the crown of the head. Nice long tall torso with those shoulders back and down, supported by a strong core. Grab an imaginary bar. Now start to pull it down towards your chest as you draw those knees up towards the midsection, making sure you're not just going through the motions with the arms, but you're actually pulling down on that imaginary bar for 3, 2, and 1. Do a wider stance, and turn it into a butt kick. And this time, pull that imaginary bar down behind your head. So you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. The back is still long and tall, engaging the abs and squeezing the shoulder blades as you pull that bar down. A few more for 3, 2, and 1. Keeping this wide stance, reaching side to side. So the booty is being sent to the back of the room, so you're not up here. If your knees are over your toes, imagine someone's got a chain on the base of your spine and they're pulling you back. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. From here, squat and drive up through the heels and squeeze those glutes. Squeeze and hold at the top. Let's turn those glutes on for 3, 2, and 1. Shuffle on the spot. I'm going to show you the first move, 2 hand weights. I'm using 3 pounds today because I've still got an injured hand, but I designed this for 5 pounds. We're going to step behind step, kick, step behind step, kick with an overhead press. Step behind step, kick. Get ready, here we go. Step behind step, kick, step behind step, kick. Kicking to the corner. And a nice athletic stance, meaning your knees are slightly bent in a little semi-squat position. Step behind step, kick to the corner with an overhead press. Well done. So in an athletic stance, we're going to step together, step, reach, step, step, reach. Get ready. Step together, step, reach across and reach across. Step together, step, reach, step together, step, reach. Getting some 80s aerobics moves in here. In a little semi-squat position, knees are bent. Step together, step, reach. Well done, guys. Small V, palms facing down. Curtsy, knee up, rear diagonal, knee up. So you're going from corner to corner. Here we go. Curtsy, knee up, rear diagonal, knee up. So look over each shoulder, over your right shoulder, over your left shoulder. So you're looking into each corner as you're going from that curtsy to that rear diagonal lunge, nice and deep. Other side. So curtsy, looking over at that corner, knee up, rear diagonal lunge, looking into the other corner. Get ready. Curtsy, knee up, rear diagonal. Engaging the abs to help you stand up out of each move. We're doing inner thigh and booty, and of course, arms and shoulders. And anytime we stand on one leg, we're working the core. Rest and watch. Your left leg. Front raise with the knee up. Step straight back. Reverse fly with the leg lift to a knee up with the front raise. Here we go. Step it straight back. Fly in a leg lift. Knee up with a front raise. As you do that leg lift, squeeze the leg up using your left glute. Squeeze and hold. So really focus on putting your mind into that glute. Squeeze. Other side. So your right leg this time. Step it straight back. Squeeze it up with a reverse fly. And then a front raise with the knee lift. Here we go. Back, lift, knee up, down, lift it, and up. Back, lift. So really focus on lifting that leg using your right glute. Reverse fly, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Well done, guys. Come down into a plank. Just your left leg. Step forward into a runner's lunge, bicep, overhead press, and then back to a plank. Here we go. Runner's lunge, bicep, overhead press. Step it back to plank. If you like, drop that knee as you do the bicep to overhead press and then step back to plank. Otherwise, a nice deep runner's lunge. Just your left leg is coming forward. All right, guys, other leg. So now your right leg, step it forward into a runner's lunge and then back into plank. If you like, you can drop the knee. Here we go, step it forward, bicep, overhead, and back to plank, or drop that knee as you do the bicep to overhead press. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do one more, guys. Plank. All right, guys, grab a drink. One down. Single hand weight in your left hand. In your right leg, kick it out. Squat, kick, squat, kick. Make sure in the squat that the booty's going back. Here we go. Squat it, kick it. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Watch how I'm sitting back into that squat. So my knees aren't coming forward. Someone's pulling my booty to the back of the room. I'm really exaggerating it. 2, 1. Other side. So it's a narrow squat. Kick with an arm push. Down and kick. Down and kick. Get ready. Here we go. Squat it and kick it. Down and kick. Now I'm rotating my hand down and in, down and in, just because that's what feels comfortable for me. Make sure you're not throwing your arm out there. Gently pushing and pulling. Let's go, guys. 2, 1. Rest and watch. Just your left leg. Step it back. Deadlift. Rear lunge. Pulse, pulse. Option to lift that leg off the floor. Here we go. Deadlift, rear lunge. Give me 2 pulses with an overhead press. And then back to deadlift. Squeeze that leg up using the glute. Pulse, pulse, deadlift. Lunge, pulse, pulse, deadlift. If you're losing your balance like me, just keep the toes on the floor. So other leg, your right leg. You can just leave the toes resting on the floor, or you can lift the leg up using that glute. Here we go. Deadlift, rear lunge, pulse, pulse, deadlift, rear lunge, pulse, pulse. Option to lift that leg off the floor in the deadlift using the glute. So squeeze it up, keeping the straight leg, the standing leg, slightly bent. Well done, guys. Similar move, same arm, same leg. Rear lunge, tricep extension, kick with an arm push. Here we go. Rear lunge, tricep, kick with an arm push. So down, pulse, pulse, kick, down, tricep, and kick. Making sure you're squeezing that tricep. Squeeze it back. The elbows tucked into the body. Other side, same arm, same leg. Kicking it forward. Rear lunge, pulse, pulse, kick with an arm push. Get ready. Rear lunge, pulse, pulse, kick. Making sure you're squeezing that tricep, coming low into that lunge with the pulses, really working this front leg and glute, and kick, down, pulse, pulse. Let's do one more. Well done, guys. Rest and watch. Side lunge, figure 8. Just start with the side lunge. Side lunge, now a figure 8 as you drive that knee across the body. Make the figure 8 nice and deep. It goes vertical, vertical. So on the inside of my leg and then the outside of my hip. It's a core move. It's an inner thigh move. Other side. Side lunge. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Let's just start with the side lunge and then add the arms. Here we go. Side lunge, figure eight. Nice and deep in the side lunge. It's an inner thigh move. As you push out of that side lunge, you're working the booty. And this figure eight is working the core. 2, 1. Grab a drink, guys. You're halfway done. Here we go. Second chance to perfect everything. Starting in that athletic stance, knees are bent. We're going to step behind, step, kick, step behind, step, kick. Here we go. Step behind, step, kick. Corner to corner. Old school 80s aerobics. Step behind, step, kick. Keeping the knees bent the whole time. Let's do one more. Well done, guys. This time, still in that stance. We're going to do weights in front. Step together, step, reach. Get ready. Here we go. Step together, step, reach. So just 2 side steps or 1.5 side steps from one side to the other. Knees are bent. Reaching across the body, not throwing the weight. Well done, guys. Small V. Shoulders back and down, palms facing down. Rear diagonal, curtsy to rear diagonal. Starting with the curtsy. Here we go. Curtsy to rear diagonal. Looking over your right shoulder and your left shoulder. Looking corner to corner to help get that body nice and low. Back stays long and tall. Don't hunch over as you go down. 2, 1. Feeling the inner thigh. Feeling the booty. Curtsy to the other corner. Looking over your left shoulder. Here we go. Curtsy, knee up, rear diagonal. So look to the corner, look to the corner. We are working arms, of course. Core when we stand up and balance on one leg. Inner thigh, quad, booty. 2, 1. Okay, guys, your left leg. Step it straight back. Lift with a reverse fly. Knee up with a front raise. Here we go. Step it straight back. Fly and lift. Knee raise. If for some reason that's too much, just keep the foot on the floor when you do the fly and tap it forward. If you're doing the lift, squeeze using your left glute to lift that leg. It's subtle, but see if you can focus there. Now your right leg. So step it straight back. Lift using the glute. Here we go. Step it back. Squeeze and a front raise. Squeeze the glutes or the glute. Squeeze the shoulder blades in the fly. So back, lift with the fly, knee up with the front raise. Just keep that foot on the floor and tap it if you're losing your balance. Well done, guys, on the ground. Starting with your left leg, step it forward, bicep overhead, and back to plank. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Option to drop that knee if you need to. It is a big runner's lunge, working this front leg, working the supporting leg, working the arms and the core. Other side, so your right leg. Get ready, guys. Stepping forward with your right leg, forward. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count today. Bicep to overhead. Back to plank. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's squeeze one more in there, guys. Step to plank. Well done. Grab a drink. 1 round to go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Down and kick. Making sure that you're sitting back into it so you're not here. Pull that booty back. Here we go. Down and kick. Down and kick. Keeping a nice steady pace here. It's low impact, but it is meant to be high intensity, so we're going to keep it moving. Booty goes back and kick, using the core to help you straighten up and keep your balance. Other hand, send the booty back and kick. I swivel my arm just because that's more comfortable for me. Here we go. Down and kick it, down and kick. Using that core to help stabilize the body. The kick can be low, or get it up there if you can. Last time we're doing it today. After this, the deadlift. 2, 1. Your left leg, step it back. Deadlift, rear lunge, pulse with an overhead press. Option to lift that leg off the floor. Here we go. Deadlift, rear lunge, pulse with an overhead press. If you're lifting that leg, see if you can engage that left glute, especially as the leg reaches the top of the move. Squeeze it up. If you're losing your balance, keep the toes on the floor. 2, 1, other side. So if you need to keep your toes on the floor, keep this knee soft. You're just balancing with the toes. You're still feeling it in the hamstring. Come forward, lunge, bicep, lunge with a pulse. Lift the leg if you need to. Maybe I should stop talking when we work out. And lift, lunge with a pulse and an overhead press. Squeeze it up. A few more, guys. 2, 1. So similar move. Rear lunge, pulse with the tricep, kick with an arm push. Your left leg. Here we go. Rear lunge, pulse with the tricep and kick. So making sure you're focusing on squeezing that arm back. The elbows close to the body. The palms facing in. Squeeze it back and up. The shoulders back and down. Squeeze and kick. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same arm, same leg. Rear lunge, pulse with the tricep and kick. Here we go. Rear lunge, pulse with the tricep and kick it. Down, pulse and kick. A few more, guys. Down, pulse with the tricep and kick. Coming nice and deep into that rear lunge. Down, pulse and kick. Let's do one more. Well done, guys. Side lunge. So we're gonna lunge and then we're gonna do this giant figure 8. Starting with a lunge. Lunge it down, figure 8. Exaggerate that figure 8. Make it vertical as you're drawing the 8. On the outside of the hip, on the inside of the leg. This is a core move. You're balancing on one leg. Your core is engaged. Other side, guys. This is the last move of the day. Side lunge to your left. Here we go. Side lunge, figure 8. Side lunge works inner thigh and then booty. Inner thigh when you go in, booty as you push out. Down and up. A few more, guys. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and done. Well done, guys. I have no mat, so I'm going to come down onto the floor. Step forward with one leg, pressing through this hip and breathing into it, tapping the oxygen into it, really pressing through and opening up that hip. Bring your left arm up in front of your body, catch it with your right arm and breathe into that shoulder, still pressing through that hip. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Bring the arm up, reach down the center of the back, press down on that elbow and very gently leaning over the right side of your body, just opening up the left side and working that tricep a bit more. Back to center. Either keep the knee on the floor or lift it up, tuck the toes under, like we did in one of our core moves today. Up in a runner's lunge, arms come up, looking overhead, making sure the shoulders are back and down, looking up between the hands. Your left hand comes on the inside of your right foot. Very gently swivel, looking under your right armpit. Back to center, put the knee on the floor, press the body weight back, flex this front foot and very gently coming forward with a flat back. Tapping oxygen into the hamstring as we stretch it out. Other leg, other knee comes forward, pressing through that hip. Arm comes up, catch it in front of the body, breathing into that shoulder. Still pressing through that hip. Noticing how exaggerated I am by pressing through there. Arm comes up, reach down the center of the back, press down on the elbow, very gently leaning over the left side of your body. Opening up the right side now. Back to center. Tuck these toes under, keep the knee on the floor or lift it up. Arms come up into the air, making sure the shoulders aren't hunched. Looking up at the hands. Your right hand comes on the inside of your left foot. Very gently swivel, looking under your left armpit. Back to center, pushing the body weight back, flexing this front foot, coming forward with the flat back as far as you're comfortable, so you're not hunching over to get there. I'm miles away. Breathing into it. All right, guys, stepping the feet together, pushing yourself back into a little squat or crouch position, and then walking the hands up the shins and up the legs, knees stay bent, then unraveling one vertebrae at a time, slowly, slowly, slowly stacking the vertebrae. The head's the last to come up. Roll the shoulders up and back for 1, 2, 3. 3 big arm circles for 1, 2, 3. Grab those hands, pull them back and down, opening up that chest. Let's do our quad stretch. Not keeping the knees apart, trying to keep them together. Hold on to something if you need to. Glad my dog's worked out hard again. Other side. They've become a regular fixture. They will not let me come up here and work out without them now, which is fine if they stay still like this. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that workout today. Please leave any comments or suggestions down below. I think next week we'll be doing another cardio only. If you have any other suggestions you'd like to see, please let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate. See you next time.